comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday, post Andor Day. We got a lot to talk about. Yeah, got a few things to talk about. How are you guys? Did you sleep okay? Have you had enough coffee? Go get another cup if you need to. I'll wait. Coffee is the spice of life. I really can't make that assumption for you. I don't know your life, not personally. But good morning. It's me, Danny, and I'm back to discuss whatever nerdy news we've got going on in our nerdy world for the last 24 hours. We got a few things to pick up on. Dude, Marvel lifted the embargo on Thunderbolts 10 days before it drops. Almost unheard of for Marvel these days. But before we go any further, do me a huge favor, send that message to our algorithm overlords and smash that like button, hit the subscribe if you're new, and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy goodness. Let's say good morning, our favorite part of the stream. Good morning, deranged lunatic. Good morning. Good morning, Omari. Tinges. I can't produce tinges on a shoestring budget. I'm not asking for the world. Just an 8-ball and $2 million. Good morning, our officially new off-screen producer, Nerdling First Class, Kino. Everyone give him a big welcome to the Comics and Everything crew. He is our first legit official off-screen producer that actually does something other than, provide me an environment to live and exist. I'm talking about Dave. And my best friend Amy, who's being a butthole right now, but Amy has contributed to the channel. But Kino is actually going to be helping me in an actual hands-on way on a daily basis. So God bless Kino. Thank you so much. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Taco Cat. You sweet little fella, you. I just love you. You're such a sweetheart. Good morning. And a special good morning to my dear friend Patricia over on Facebook. Apparently she has sent me some presents and I can't wait to share them with you guys. I really can't. I don't deserve this kind of treatment. I really don't. But bless you, lady, and I can't wait to show it off. I can't. I just can't. I'm super excited. So, without any further ado, wow, that went down super low. Let's discuss a couple headlines we've got going on before we get into our meat and potatoes. And we have some meaty things to discuss today. I really want to talk about the Andor situation. If you've seen the premiere, then you know what I'm talking about. Y'all, I had to watch half of it last night and half of it today. Why? Not because it was too late, but because God bless my family. I love them so much. But as soon as I want to sit down and do something, that's when they want to pay attention to me. That's when they want to talk to me or make a whole lot of noise or get amped up. It's 9 o'clock at night. Why are you so amped? Why? You've had all day to talk to me. You've had all day to pay attention to me. Why is it right when I'm either trying to watch something that I need to actually hear, trying to take a shower, trying to take a poop, trying to get some work done on the computer? Those are the only times they want anything to do with me. There's so many other hours in the day. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's start here. Dude. Marvel lifted the review embargo on Thunderbolts almost 2 weeks before the movie premieres. Like a week and a half, 10 full days before the movie premieres. And y'all, the reviews are bonkers. People all over, and I'm talking about from either camp, all camps are saying that this is the best Marvel movie since Endgame. Like it's Endgame 1, number 2, Thunderbolts. Good morning, Loki. Good morning. But it all points to Marvel feeling very confident, knowing that they have something on their hands and they can't wait to show it off. So I'm telling you, every single review I have seen so far for Thunderbolts is nothing short of glowing. And I mean glowing. I'm hearing that it's got the heart and emotion of Infinity War and Civil War, but the entertainment and some of the humor of Guardians of the Galaxy. Plus action, action, action. Lots of really awesome action, fantastic choreography. I am really looking forward to this film. Every time I hear something new or see something new about Thunderbolts, it just confirms my hype. I really did not see this. This was not on my bingo card to be hyped for Thunderbolts. Like not even a little bit. Did not suspect that. But now I'm just dying to get my tickets to Thunderbolts. I really want to see Sinners. I want to see Sinners so bad. I mean, hello, vampire author, vampire comic book writer that, guys, I need somebody to actually read my script that I put on Patreon for this and give me some feedback. I need feedback. Okay? I need feedback. So I know what direction I'm going. I need to reach out to my artist too. I haven't heard from him in a while. A little concerning. Anyway, but this is awesome. And I'm hearing that, like Austin Medeiros says here, without any spoilers, that the second post-credit scene in Thunderbolts is extremely important and will set up the finale, the omega of the multiverse saga, which we've been dying to move on from. So, sounds like good news all around. Very excited for that good news because we've needed some. So, looking forward to Thunderbolts. Really excited to hear how well it's performing. Good morning, Nerdling First Class Backyard TARDIS. Good morning. And that's a new perk. A new perk you're seeing from if you are a member of the mid to high tier of my Patreon, you get a wrench. Congrats. Good morning, Truth. So glad you're here because we're talking DC in a second. All right, moving on. The Kathleen Kennedy discussion. Now, y'all. It's a will she or won't she situation. We hear she's stepping down in August. She's stepping down, but then I've seen other articles saying that's BS. It's not happening. She's not stepping down. Oh, I'm so over the Kathleen Kennedy carousel. Like, this ride isn't fun anymore. I'm feeling ill. I'm a little motion sick. Can we just be done with it? She's in her frickin' 70s, man. People gotta retire at some point. But that's what I'm talking about, Loki. That's what I'm talking about. I want off this ride. I want off this ride. Okay. I'm just gonna stop reporting on this stuff when I see it now or hear about it because this is getting ridiculous. And there's got to be some truth to some of it because there are legit people talking like Jeff Snyder. Jeff Snyder is talking about it now. Like it's no longer a Mike Zero conversation. So there's got to be some truth. Backyard Artist is saying she'll be stepping up as the CEO of Disney. God help us all. She probably does love being talked about. I mean, she is a narcissist. Yeah. I will believe it if and when it happens. We will find out for certain in August what's going on. I have a feeling she really is stepping down at some point. I do. I'd rather see Filoni. That's who Lucas has groomed. But I'm not in charge, so I don't get to make those decisions. You want people to retire? Tell that to Congress. If we were a political channel, I would get into depth on that. But I do believe that octo and nonagenarians should not be in charge. I think they should be enjoying their golden years in Florida. Or wherever they choose to enjoy those years. Just enjoy your golden years, please. So, yeah, we're back to the Kathleen Kennedy carousel, and I'm officially over it. Just over it. All right. Let's save that. We're going to save that, Truth. But my dude, Truth, God bless you. Okay. So, loud noises. Good morning, Untamed Mando. Good morning. Where were you yesterday when I was wearing this? Talking some Star Wars. Okay. So, I have told you guys, I don't know how long, maybe a year, I don't know, that my pick for Storm is Jodie Turner-Smith. I think she's perfect for Storm. She looks like Aurora, which is a very weird name to say. It has a weird mouthfeel. Aurora Monroe. Roro Monroe. But she looks like Storm to me. Always has. She's statuesque. She's got those cheekbones. Girl, those cheekbones. Ah, beautiful. She's just a beautiful, beautiful woman. She's been my pick for Storm. She's got that gravitas to her. Fantastic actress. And wouldn't you know, she was at the European premiere for Thunderbolts yesterday. So far, she's been in Star Wars, but not in Marvel. So what other reason would she have to show up to a Marvel red carpet event? Unless she's cast in a Marvel. I'm telling y'all now, bookmark this. Okay? You should have bookmarked it a year ago when I said it. She's Storm. This is our Storm. Coincidence? I think not. This is our Storm. Jodie Turner-Smith. I've been telling you for a year. She's Storm. Let me do it like this. Storm. What do you guys think? I know some of you have had other picks for Storm, but I'd love to hear your opinion on my speculation on my pick. Yes, I thought they were still married. I thought her and Pacey Jackson were still married. Joshua Jackson. They were still married. He's on that weird show, Dr. Odyssey, now. I don't care. As long as she's good, says Untamed Mando. I'm right there with you, girl. I'm right there with you. I want her to be good. Give me your opinions. And I'm going to have to Google that. I thought they were still married. Loki, as long as she never gives an interview. Yeah, we got to stop this nonsense of like it needs to be very specific in their contract. Like, you're promoting a movie, stick to the movie. Even if they ask you stupid questions, nobody says you have to answer them. Just stick to the movie. Making people want to see the movie. Period. Okay. But God, look at how statuesque she is. Ah, just beautiful. I want that gorgeous, smooth skin. Look at that. Not a blemish, not a wrinkle. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right. Oh, and this has come out from multiple people. This is it originates from The Direct. TheDirect.com. We're gonna see Xavier's mansion in Doomsday. We're gonna see the old school X-Men in their old school uniforms in the old school Xavier mansion. Here come the X-Men, baby. I had someone ask me, I got to stop touching my hair. It just feels so nice today. Okay. I shampooed last night and it feels so nice today. Anyway, I had someone ask me yesterday, why are we getting Thunderbolts before Venom, Spider-Man crossover, before X-Men, before any of that? Why are we getting that? In case you are completely unaware of this, but there are licensing issues. I know this may sound, kind of obvious to some of you, but maybe not so much for, the general audience, so to speak. But there are licensing issues. Sony owns the license to Spider-Man and Venom, and there are certain stipulations that Sony has that doesn't allow Disney to do certain things. And they're not letting go of that death grip on those characters anytime soon. And it wasn't until the last couple of years that Disney officially got the rights to the X-Men. So that's why you're getting Thunderbolts before any of this stuff, just in case there's someone else out there who did not know that or understand that. So there you go. That's why. But are the Margaret Qualley rumors as Rogue have any merit? I think they do. I think she's Rogue. And I'm okay with that. She's a great actress. Comes from good stock. Like Andie MacDowell. I do. Margaret Qualley, great actress. Omari, this whole thing about rights didn't hit me until we got the Iron Patriot and Iron Man 3, and it wasn't going to be Norman Osborn. Yeah, super sucks. Licensing issues are real, and they're a real struggle. That's why a lot of stuff gets changed in live action big budget movies because they don't have the rights to certain things. Let's see. What'd you send me, Kino? I don't see it. Let me try again. Nope. Still don't see it. Still don't see it. Let me refresh. So glad everyone can see exactly what I'm doing. Here we go. Now it's showing up. Thank you, Kino. Oh, yeah. I've seen this. They are currently filming, apparently, what we were just talking about. And we've got Ian McKellen and Ellen Cumming reuniting in London after Avengers Doomsday. It is a cool pick. Love you, Sir Ian. I'm so glad he's lived long enough to do this for us. Okay. We're doing this again, are we? I hate that it changes my thingies over here. My tabs. Messing with my tabs. Okay. So let's talk some Supergirl stuff. Thank you to my dude Truth who posted these. These are actually our first official looks at Lobo, Jason Momoa from the back, but dude, that's Lobo. That is entirely Lobo. Look at him. From Unboxed PhD, he's the one who officially leaked these. We got another one. I mean, that is Lobo. And he's comic accurate as hell. Look at that. That is why this dude is perfect. Jason Momoa is absolutely perfect to play Lobo. Look at this. He's fighting someone. He's throwing things, apparently. Sometimes acting just looks fun, right? Oh, look at that. The sleeveless jacket. The bare chest. I'm trying to get to the bare chest. Yeah, I think you're right, Kino. I think he's collecting a bounty. Look at that. So good. So good. Try to. There we go. That is Lobo. I am so hyped for this. I am so absolutely hyped for Supergirl. It's got some sauce, man. I mean, Lobo's probably going to be one of the most comic accurate characters we've seen on screen. Scene stealer indeed, Truth. Are they going to give him a cigar as well? DL wonders. I'm going to say yeah. I'm going to say that's going to happen. He looks dope as hell. I love it. Any other opinions in the chat? Drop your questions, comments, emotional outbursts on this before we move on. What about a dog named Dog? I don't think James Gunn's ever going to turn down an opportunity to put a dog in a movie. Kino says Supergirl might have saved comic book movies for DC and WB. It's possible. This is crazy. Like, I think people are more pumped for Supergirl than Superman at this point. Untamed Mando. Love comic accurate stuff. Same girl, same. Same. Loki, I wouldn't go that far, but all right. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, and this is just the leaked stuff that someone's had to zoom in from like super, super, super far away. But again, remember what I always say. There's no way the studios aren't aware of this stuff. There's no way. Why do you think Marvel lifted the embargo 10 days early? They know people are going to leak things. They're going to leak stuff that's going to get people hyped. It's free marketing, dude. Truth says, give it a year until people shit on Supergirl for flying incorrectly. Dude, we gotta okay, look, we gotta talk about the Supergirl logo real quick, and then we gotta move on to Andor, because I got things to say. There's stuff with Andor, like when they did the propaganda scene in the first episode, I was like, I can't wait to hear people say there's no commercials in Star Wars. Just like there's no screws or bricks or zippers. All right. This looks dope. And so does the Supergirl logo. So David Krumholtz, who's playing her father, Zor-El, in the Supergirl film, he's just wrapped his filming on Supergirl, and he shared these posts on Instagram, one being his chair with the official Supergirl logo on it. And I gotta say, I absolutely love that it is slightly unique to Superman's. It's a little bit different to Superman's logo. It helps set her apart. And that's been one of Supergirl's big things, even in like the Justice League series. Superman was even saying, I want her to be her own thing. I want her to be herself, to stand on her own as a hero in her own right. I see that. I see that, Kino. The Powerpuff Girls inspired type logo, the font, yeah. But this kind of backs that up, that he wants her to be able to stand on her own as a hero in her own right. So yeah, she's Supergirl. Yes, she's a derivative character. She's derivative of Superman. But it's just different enough. It's recognizable as part of the super family, but just different enough to set her apart and make her unique. Good morning, Fernando. Better late than never. At least you're here, buddy. Thanks for coming. Omari says, I appreciate the logo. Is it the exact same as the Superman logo? Now I need to see her wielding a sword. Preach. Preach. That's what I'm talking about. Deranged Lunatic. I thought the actress that plays Supergirl in Smallville was gorgeous. Yes. Laura Vandervoot. She is a Canadian actress. She's been in a lot of sci-fi stuff. She was in that werewolf show. I can't remember the name of it, but she starred in that. She was good in that too. And I saw her in something that was a little older. It was a Canadian sci-fi show. Gosh dang it. What was I watching? Weird. I can't think of it right now, but yeah, she's been in a lot of sci-fi stuff. Drew says it gives him Thor Ragnarok vibes. I like that movie. Taika went too far with Love and Thunder. It's not the worst Marvel movie though, so. But I liked Ragnarok. And dang it, I need to set time aside to actually sit and read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. I have not read it, and it's been on my list forever. But I have been reading the Question comics for weeks. And I'm still not done. Because I have a lot to do. But now Kino's here to help. So now I can maybe get all that stuff done. But you're looking forward to it. I like the logo. I think it was an excellent choice. Tell me what you guys think in the chat below. Fernando says the Supergirl movie from the 80s was weird. Supergirl needs to be done right this time. I absolutely 1,000% agree. However, that movie has a very special place in my heart. It was one of the first movies. I think it was the second movie I saw in movie theaters when I was very young. My father took me. So, Mutant X, that's it. That's it. How did you know? But yeah, she was in Mutant X. That was a look. I have such a soft spot for like B through D level 90s sci-fi, especially B level Canadian 90s sci-fi. It's a comfort thing for me. But yeah, I was watching Mutant X recently. Don't judge me. Okay. Don't judge me. Nightman. Yep, I watched that recently. Nightman. Yeah, it's on Tubi. I think I was watching it on Plex. Oh, I don't want to get into Tom King right now. I just don't. I'm too tired, and I have a garden thing I got to build after this stream before I get back to computer work. All right, guys. I want to talk Andor. I want to talk Andor. I do. So let me get this pulled up. This article that Kino found for me. If I can figure out where to wait. Yeah, let's just get into that. Wednesday. Oh god, this sucks. I got to turn off my VPN. Sorry about that. The Wednesday trailer dropped. Here we go. I watched the Andor premiere. Show of hands, how many of you have watched the Andor premiere already? Show of hands. Let me take a drink while you mull that over. Really, no one? Oh, okay. There's one. There's two. Still showing VPN. There's a no. It should be showing the article now because I turned my VPN off. Okay, so Andor premiered last night with a 3-episode drop. This is why I'm glad I'm not doing episode breakdowns because ye gads, every week it's going to be multiple episodes. Well, spoiler warning for those of you who have not seen it yet. If you don't want something spoiled for you, you might want to take off. Make sure you hit like and subscribe before you leave. But we're going to talk about some stuff. So, and it's going to be a little spoilery. It's going to be difficult for you to avoid it today because, as Kino said, it's going viral. This whole story. So, is it really? Because I am looking at the article. I've refreshed it again. My ad blocker is turned off. So anyway, all right. You guys take care. I'll see you in the morning. Come back later and check the rewatch from this point on because we got some stuff to talk about. God love you. All right. So there we go. Which the Empire absolutely should be the bad guys. Loud noises. Okay. So we're digging in now. Anyway, 3-episode drop. In the first episode, the Empire sitting around discussing propaganda. And I really was waiting for people to be like, there's no commercials and stuff in Star Wars. No zippers, no bricks, no skirts, no commercials. That's super weird because I am looking at the Hollywood Reporter article, and when I'm on my StreamYard screen, that's what's showing. That's so weird. I'll have to look at it on YouTube, but on my StreamYard side, that's what it's showing me is the correct thing. But I thought it was a pretty strong drop, these 3 episodes. I mean, in my that's super weird. It is showing you guys the ad block thing on YouTube, but when I'm looking at it here, I'm just gonna remove it entirely. I'm gonna stop it altogether. That's super weird because on my StreamYard, it was showing me the actual article, but on YouTube, it's showing me ad blocker. That's strange. That's super strange. All right, let's try this again. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Let's try that. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it does, because that's really, really weird. I think it's showing you guys something totally different than it was showing me. For real, for real. I wish I could move faster. Okay, now it's showing it. All right. Okay. Okay. This is a really dumb thing to say. This is a really dumb thing today because no, we're not. No, we're not. I didn't even see the headline till I scrolled down. That's terrible. So, in this episode, in these episodes, Bix and Brasso and the gang are hiding out as basically migrant farmers. And the Empire is aware of this situation, so they're going around checking papers and deporting people, basically. So this one Imperial dude comes by and starts like hitting on Bix, and she's like, I'm married. Okay. Leaves and comes back. Well, they get thrown under the bus by the guy who's supposed to supposedly be looking out for him, and they get thrown under the bus by this guy. So the creepy dude comes back and tries to force himself on Bix, but she absolutely whoops this dude's ass. Like, she cracks him upside the head with a hammer twice, and it ends up, unaliving him. And I've seen a lot of back and forth about this. A lot of people are very upset that this scene was added, period. They feel like it doesn't belong in Star Wars. It's supposed to be, Star Wars is like family for kids. And I've seen people say, well, Andor is an adult show, always has been. It's been the darker side, an adult side of Star Wars. And yeah, a lot of people saying that Star Wars is trying to be HBO. And then you have the people that say, well, one, the act wasn't done. It wasn't completed. They didn't go through with it. No. It's not really graphic. And that's what I'm kind of getting to. So you have other people saying, he attacked her, but there was nothing. It didn't really happen because she fought him off. She cracked him upside the skull. I can kind of see both sides of this argument in a way. It did start to get, in the term of it being graphic, for me, and this is all I'll say on this, but for me, it was uncomfortable. I was kind of struggling with it until she picks up that hammer and cracks him upside the head. Then I was like, yeah, now get him again. And she did. I definitely was cheering her on when she knocked the shit out of him. So there's that. But it did make a lot of people uncomfortable, and a lot of people feel like it doesn't belong in Star Wars. And then you have the other camp that's like, well, this is a part of Star Wars, or a Star Wars property that's geared towards adults. And I've always kind of felt like the IP is so big, kind of like Marvel. It's so big that we could have like little subgenres within it, like, Star Wars romance story, or Star Wars for kids, Star Wars for adults, blah, 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 blah. Different parts of the universe. Loki has a good point. You can't do this stuff and then tell people to come watch Mandalorian and Grogu. And that's a good point. But this I can't ignore. This headline right here. Andor creator explains that shocking assault scene were all the product of grape. I'm sorry? What now? Like, that is quite a statement, Tony Gilroy. What would lead someone to say something like that? So we're going to get into this. I really, initially was going to be Supergirl heavy today, but then I finished watching Andor because my family was gone. Oh, we do? Okay, that's why it was like that. I couldn't finish watching Andor until Amelia left for school and Dave left for work today. So, truth. I can see how it can be jarring, especially since the IP is targeted for families. I agree. I agree with that. We're all the product of grape. How, dude? Like, I am Tony Gilroy on why the assault attempt against an undocumented fugitive in the show's season 2 premiere block was necessary to tell an accurate tale of revolution, even within the Star Wars universe. Disney Plus's acclaimed Andor has stretched the creative boundaries of Star Wars in countless ways, bringing a grown-up sensibility to a galaxy far, far away. Yet even by Andor standards, a scene from the second season is leaving fans shocked. An Imperial officer tries to violently assault a rebel fugitive, Bix Colleen, who is hiding out in a farming settlement while Imperial troops are rounding up undocumented citizens. The sequence plays out over the course of the show's 3rd episode. The first 3 episodes released last night, with the officer's flirtation with Bix turning growing, increasingly persistent, and eventually culminating with a brutal life and death struggle. Bix eventually gets the upper hand and the officer is killed. But Andor boldly leaves zero ambiguity as to what the viewers just witnessed as Vix screams, "He tried to grape me." Okay. Star Wars is a franchise that has never, in film form, shown even consensual sex. This is true. Star Trek has sex, Star Wars does not. During its first season, Andor pushed the envelope with scenes that suggested sex was about to take place or just had, much like old Hollywood films in the Hays Code censorship era, which, got creative. So I like leaving things to the imagination sometimes. When asked about the big scene, Andor creator Tony Gilroy explained to The Hollywood Reporter that he was telling a story about a war. Shying away from the assault didn't feel truthful. I get one shot to tell everything I know or can discover or that I've learned about revolution, about battles, with as many incidents and as many colors as I can get in there without having the story tip over, says Gilroy. I mean, let's be honest, man, the history of civilization, there's a huge arterial component of it that's great. All of us who are here, we are all the product of grape. I mean, armies and power throughout history have committed that. So to not touch on it in some way was organic and it felt right. Coming about as a power trip for this guy, I was really trying to make a path for Bix that would ultimately lead to clarity, but a difficult path to get to that clarity. Asked about Disney's reaction to the scene, Gilroy says he didn't get any studio pushback. None. Why am I not surprised? No one ever said anything about it ever, Gilroy said, but I mean, we have limits on what we can do. We are very aware of what we can do sexually and violence wise. Those limits are made very clear. I can't say I agree with Tony Gilroy's statements. I can't. Because one, not everyone who's ever fought in a war has committed that assault. I'm not saying it hasn't. It has happened a lot, but not everyone. So to say that we are all products of it is going a little far. That's taking some creative license with history. And to say that it was absolutely necessary to demonstrate in Star Wars, which has never even shown consensual sex, I don't think it was at all. If you've never even shown that aspect of Star Wars, why would the first time you even mention it in the almost 50 years that this has existed, why would the first time it gets actually mentioned be violent? That's uncomfortable for me. It just, that feels a little icky to me. This is an IP that has never had consensual physical love in it. And the first time any of that gets actually mentioned, it's violent assault. That feels wrong. That feels wrong. Now, I'm very relieved that they didn't go farther. They didn't make it more graphic and that he didn't actually perform the assault, that she whooped his ass and cracked his skull open before that happened. Like, I'm grateful that for that. But I don't agree with Tony Gilroy that it was absolutely necessary to show, because this isn't real human history. This isn't a real story about a real war. This is a fictional world. It's a fantasy. It's a sci-fi fantasy. Truth says, at least add a disclaimer to the episode. They should have. They should have. Because I'm not saying there's, 6 and 7-year-olds sitting there watching it. I mean, they might be with their parents, and their parents not being aware at all of what's about to happen. It's just, Tony's interested in the story he wants to tell rather than your typical Star Wars story. It's a feeling I'm getting from him. Yeah, he just, I like Andor. I do. I love Rogue One. But I don't feel that that scene was necessary, and I don't feel like, I'm not saying it's not Star Wars, but I feel like he doesn't understand the purpose of Star Wars if he's so deeply digging into real world history of war and whatnot, because this isn't real world. And George Lucas has made that very clear on multiple occasions. This is a fantasy. This is a sci-fi fantasy. Why would you want sexual assault in your fantasy? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? That's just a bit far. Again, it wasn't super graphic. It was uncomfortable, especially for me. It was uncomfortable, but I definitely cheered when she finally cracked him upside the head. Again, relieved they didn't take it any farther, but I don't feel it was necessary to the story. Like, her getting imprisoned and treated the way she was by the Empire, I think that would have been sufficient for her to get clarity, or maybe her getting imprisoned a second time, or even physically, like just the beating she took. She could have gotten clarity that way too. Disney tried. Oh, ain't that the truth? Yeah, Kino, we're talking about the same company that hired Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant. Truth. Who's at fault? Tony for injecting that, or Disney for giving no pushback, which is insanity? I'd say both. Both. I mean, this is the same company that's telling Gina Carano, we're a family company, so you need to put your pronouns in your bio and talk about, private personal decisions like that. And then they're like, yeah, no, you can show an attempted grape in a family show. Why not? Just a little stressful, just a little bit. But I mean, other than that, I like Andor. I enjoyed the premiere. I really enjoyed watching Deidre put Cyril's mother in her place. I wish I could do that. I wish I could be like, listen, I'm not going anywhere. So you might as well start like making eye contact with me and acknowledging my existence. But I probably won't because I'm a chicken. But if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about any of our topics today, the controversial Andor premiere, the Supergirl logo and leaks, the Thunderbolts news, the Avengers Doomsday X-Men stuff. Leave it in the chat below. We are wrapping this up. Yes, make her Wonder Woman. Make her Wonder Woman. Please. She's perfect. She's absolutely perfect. Oh, Wednesday trailer. You want to watch the Wednesday trailer? All right, let me pull it up. I'm tired and I got stuff to do. Gotta go build an enclosure so my sister-in-law's dog will stop running through my carrots and onions. Okay, so Netflix dropped the official teaser trailer for Wednesday. Let's watch it. And then give me something to copyright dispute later. All right. And away we go. Here we go.
Raindrops
On roses and whiskers on kittens. Uh-oh. What she got in your bag, Wednesday? Oh, yeah.
Anything
You'll
else
have
on your
that.
person?
Taser, mace, katana, mace. Wow. Had a girl. Ah.
You care to explain this?
Sun cream, seriously?
That's funny. I know my daughter really liked it. I watched it. I don't feel the charisma between Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Pena. Oh, that's not Michael Pena. Why did I say that?
Howdy, Ruby.
Oh my goodness.
I already know where the bodies are buried.
Someone's kidnapping her?
Let's play dolls.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it is a little creepy, but the curls are super soft. It's made from real human hair.
Oh. That's nice.
Wherever there's murder
Steve Buscemi.
and mayhem, you will always find an Adams.
Oh, I do like Fred Armisen.
He has dark secrets, Wednesday.
Oh.
Secrets can have deadly consequences.
Ooh.
You don't need to worry about me, Mother. I do my best work in the dark.
Oh, do you? So it's releasing in 2 parts. August 6th for part 1 and September 3rd for part 2. It looks pretty good. I know my daughter is super, super into Wednesday. What's it been like? About almost 3 years since season 1 came out. When are we going to stop torturing people like this? Too many years between seasons these days. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I didn't hate the first season. I thought it was all right. Didn't really have a problem with it. And if I'm being honest, the trailers making season 2 look even better. I like Jenna a lot. Maybe too much. Her dance sequence was awesome in the first season, and she did that all herself. Choreographed it and everything. She is a good little actress, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of her in the future. She seems to have a pretty good head on her shoulders. So good for her. That's what I appreciate about her. That's what I appreciate about her. I'm pretty sure Truth appreciates something entirely different about her. Just a guess. Just a guess. But what'd you guys think? What'd you think of the Wednesday trailer? Any fans of the Wednesday series on Netflix? Whew. My boyfriend just scared the crap out of me. He scared the crap out of me. Excuse me. Kino is excited for it. Excited. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That trailer made it look really, really good. Yeah. Your nieces are obsessed with it. Sounds like your nieces are about my daughter's age. Rewatch. Will I do a rewatch? I may not. I don't know. I've got a lot to do. I have so much to do. It's crazy. And with that said, yeah, I have a lot to do this afternoon. So, any questions, comments, emotional outbursts, leave them in the chat below because we are wrapping things up, baby. We're wrapping it up. If you enjoyed today's stream, please help me out. Hit that like button. Smash that thumbs up button down there. Subscribe if you're new and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy goodness. If you would like to help support the channel in other ways, you have no idea how much that means to me because I am unable financially to keep this stream running without support from people like you. So your first option, and all of these you can find in the description below, but your first option is this QR code right here, which takes you to buymeacoffee.com/comicsand, and you can tip me as little or as much as you like. If that option doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. I've got Cash App. I do. I have Cash App. I also have a Patreon where you can join the official Nerdling Army. You get exclusive content, exclusive merch that correlates directly to your specific tier, and you can't get it anywhere else. On top of that, you get it for free every 3 months for the first year of your membership. Yeah, that's how much I love and appreciate you. And you get access to the official Nerdling Army chat, sneak peeks, outtakes, behind the scenes, and you can request breakdowns. It's the only place where I will actually accept breakdown requests at patreon.com/comicsand. So check it out. We've got 3 tiers starting as little as $3 a month. And the bigger the tier, the better the merch. So check that out today. If that doesn't work for you, I have a merch store. Do you like my Arrakis runs on Duncan mug, my Duncan, Idaho mug? This is my official merch, some of it. Everything at comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com was made by yours truly. That's right. I make it myself. So check out comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com today for all your nerdy merch needs. I'm also an affiliate for several different places like leashboss.com. Do you have a dog? Do you love your dog? Do you want to shop for your dog from the only people that love your dog as much as you do? Go to Leash Boss. Use my link and get 15% off today. I've got glasses, DD glasses, Zenny Optical. I've got comic books, shopapotheosis.com/comicsand. Use my code comicsand at checkout for 10% off today. And this podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collection of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators. So if you enjoy this podcast, chances are you will find more to love at red5.bio/link. So check that out today and get to know more of your Red 5 family of podcasts. But that is all I have for you nerds today. I hope you have a wonderful and nerdy Wednesday afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow. I've been Danny. You've been awesome. And you should keep your eyes out because if she's not stepping down,
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!